search happiness outside. We think, oh, if I have this mobile phone, then I will be happy. So we hold on a moment of happiness, what we experience, that is already going. That makes us suffer. Meditation helps not to be a slave of our activity.
Imagine someone having a very difficult moments right now. What do you want to tell to this person at this minute?
Happiness is generated from inside, independent of outside circumstances.
We are here at Kopan Monastery in Nepal to learn about happiness, meditation, having more calm mind, and also be able to focus more. And here we have Ani Tsultrim. She decided to live the normal life, let's say, and live as a nun 16 years ago. And we will talk about this later. And we want to learn how to meditate, how to increase the level of concentration, and to be able to think clearly, more clearly. So, as a first question, why we can't stay focused even for 30 seconds?
So also welcome everyone. Thank you that I have this possibility. Yes, why we can't stay even for 30 minutes? Well, we are not used to develop concentration. So when, we are so busy nowadays, our life is so busy. We have this here, this there, this stress, then this message, then this. So of course we can't concentrate and we don't train it. So it's completely normal. But I can say, when you watch a movie that is interesting for you, you are 100% concentrated, more than 1 minute. When you read something which is interesting for you, you are also more concentrated. Yes. But just observing the breath, where the mind only has to focus on the breathing, that's challenging.
Yes. So, and why we can't find happiness in our life? Is it related to that we cannot focus?
Yes and no. So why we can't find happiness? So first of all, what we all do, we search happiness outside. We think, oh, if I have this mobile phone, then I will be happy. If I have this house or this car or this person as my partner, then I will be happy. So we make ourselves so much dependent on outside objects. And we are not aware that first of all, they are changing moment by moment, that our situation is changing moment by moment. So we hold on a moment of happiness, what we experience, that is already going. And there we suffer because we want it as it was before. We want it to remain always. Happiness is generated from inside, independent of outside circumstances.
But it's very difficult to not be dependent on external things.
Yes, absolutely. So there is nothing wrong to enjoy a good cup of tea or a good house or a nice partner. Is nothing wrong with that. And we can be happy. But we have to integrate that it is changing moment by moment. That's very important. So the more we learn about ourselves and about reality, the more we start to understand our illness. We stand to accept it, that things are changing. And we less hold on, grasping. And that already gives so much more contentment, freedom to let go.
So you mean if we are able to let everything go, we will be happy?
So if we don't cling to things, they must be exactly like this. Like, simple example, the food must be exactly cooked with this, how long like that, this season, like that. Then it's good. But what when I get another food, which is completely different cook? I'm happy or I'm suffering? So that is meant to be content with what is in that present moment, to let go my view how things should be. Food is a little example, but also how a relationship should be, how my house should be, how my work should be. We have so strong views about how things should be, so many expectations. That makes us suffer.
So my next question was why we suffer, but I think the reason is obvious now. When we cling to something and we set some expectation. So you mean we don't have to have any expectation then?
So again, expectation actually we have lots of fact. But again, do I hold on this expectation? It has to be. Then what happens when it is not the way how I expect? Then anger can arise, jealousy can arise, and even more grasping. I really want to make everything that it is like the way how I want it to be. So all these, it's called destructive emotions. They make us suffer.
Okay, so it means that we have some expectation, which is fine.
Yes.
But when we cling to this expectation and it's become must or should, then makes us angry or other negative emotion that we experience and it makes us suffer.
Yes.
And the solution is meditation. Or
So there is a solution. So meditation comes in to get to know ourselves better. So already when we start to meditate just 5 minutes every day, concentrating on our breathing, just to calm down our mind, then slowly, not from the very beginning, it's a training, it's necessary to do it every day. Then we start to realize, now this negative emotion is arising. And then I don't jump immediately without control. Now, what happens? We are under the control of our negative emotions. We are a slave of our anger, of our jealousy, because it arises so strong. Then I have to do something.
okay.
So meditation helps not to be a slave of our ignorance. That it takes a long time. It needs to be really a practice every day.
Do we need to be Buddhist to meditate?
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. All that what I say has nothing to do with Buddhism. Absolutely not. Although it's coming from Buddhist teachings, how to deal with our emotions, and that our destructive emotions like anger, attachment, jealousy, pride, power, all that creates suffering. So that's Buddha's teachings, but actually it has nothing to do with Buddhism. We can use this wisdom.
Okay, so expectation, clinging to expectation, negative, saying must and should, and then negative emotions, and then we are suffer. And the solution or antidote can be meditation. Yeah?
Yes, I mean there are different antidotes to each destructive emotions, of course. But meditation helps to recognize our destructive emotions. It's not yet a real antidote, but it helps to recognize, and then we can apply the antidote. Also, I mean, we have to clarify a little bit what means meditation. There are so many 100,000 meditations in all our world. So what is the aim of our meditation? So if I want to relax, that's another kind of meditation. So that you can do whatever you like to relax. But if you want to learn more about yourself, then you start to use this concentration meditation, which helps to be more concentrated, more focused, to generate a gap that you can be aware when negative emotions arise. That's a complete different aim of meditation. You know, that is our aim of meditation, let's say.
So if we want to do a concentration meditation for now, can you please lead us how to sit? And please give us a step-by-step guide how to meditate.
Yes. So you can meditate either sitting cross-legged. Of course, full lotus would be perfect, but not necessary.
Full lotus means like this, which is
and the other, yes. But I also come, so it's not necessary.
okay.
So just cross-legged, and then of course it's actually necessary that you sit higher, that you can sit relaxed, that the knees, the legs are relaxed. That's very important. The most important is that the back is straight, and that actually also you don't need to force to hold your back. It can be relaxed. And the hands, so also we have here wisdom and compassion that goes together. Union of wisdom and compassion, very important. We need to use wisdom together with our compassion. So relaxed. Then the head also, shoulders relaxed. And then, so the eyes are actually a little bit gazing along our nose down to the ground. That's the best, to have them a little bit open. Not too much, but just a little bit. And the mouth, the lips are touching each other. And the head only a little bit bent, not like this is too much, like this is too looking upwards. So just a little bit, like this. And then what helps is taking 3 deep breaths to let go your destructive mind, the thoughts, and to let go any tension in the body. Just a few deep breaths. And you already can start to feel, you get already a little bit more calm. And then actually you start to bring your awareness to the in and out flow of your breath. Either here at the nostrils, the in and out breath, or you can feel the abdomen, how it's rising or falling. And whenever you get carried away, which is completely normal, because we are not trained, just recognize it and bring your awareness back to the in and out folds of your breathings. And as an analogy that is very helpful, our mind is actually clear, like the blue sky. And our thoughts or emotions are like clouds moving through the sky, that they are never becoming the sky. It's always separated. So to know within us we have this clear, clean, pure mind. And emotions and thoughts are just like clouds. And we try to let them come, are aware that they are coming, and we let them go. We don't hold or grasp at them. That's it. That's the whole class.
Thank you very much. So should we sit like this, or we can sit or lay down? Is it possible?
Oh, yes. I wanted actually to say that. So if you are not able to sit cross-legged or at the floor at a push-it, there's no problem. You can sit on a chair. And then again, don't just lean at the back. Yeah? Really sit a little bit more in front of the chair, at the front, that the back by itself can be straight. And the feet needs to touch the ground. And other way you put the cushion, that the feet can be on a cushion. That's perfectly fine. And then the rest is the same. For lying down, so that's tricky. We are used to lie down for sleeping. So if we want to build up a concentration meditation in lying down, that's very difficult. So it's actually only recommended when you really have back problems. And then you must make a determination to say to yourself, okay, I am now lying down in order to meditate and not to sleep.
And you ask us to open our eyes and see here.
Please,
Yeah, okay. Why? Because most of the time I heard we must close our eyes.
So actually it's also shown the Buddha has the eyes a little bit open. There are many different traditions. Some say close your eyes. So when we are like in a brew with many things, then it's helpful, or sometimes in the beginning it's helpful to close our eyes to really get more concentrated and not disturbed. But on the other side, it's good to train our sight, to gaze just in front of us and not looking really what is there, actually just to have the eyes a little bit open, it presents to fall asleep and to have a dull mind.
We know that it's better to do meditation in a quiet place, but in these days, finding a quiet place is almost impossible. Even here in Kopan, we hear the construction, someone's walking during few minutes meditation.
Yes.
So what can we do? It's almost impossible to find a totally quiet
Yes,
place.
that's all quasi impossible. Doesn't matter. No problem. Absolutely no problem. I mean, there is already starts the training. You know, when you decide, okay, I would like to develop more calm and concentrated mind in order to be more content, peaceful. So whatever I hear, I just notice it. That's it. And then, of course, maybe you hear a noise that annoys you. Then you can already see, oh, annoyance is coming up. But actually, I don't need to be angry about this noise. It's just a noise. And turn your awareness back, go back to the breathing. That's it. And you can let go.
So meditation helps us to be more aware of the emotion and also don't react to everything all the time.
Yeah. And, you know, it's actually a very good example with the noise, you know. I mean, we can immediately recognize, oh, this noise is, why is she, or why is he moving, or why is this? Well, we don't need to be annoyed about that. We say, oh, okay, it's the noise. And let go of this hurriedly.
Very beautiful but difficult. And by practicing and meditating, it's possible.
Yes, it's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible. And it's already a beautiful trait not to get immediately angry. Because that actually I wanted to say. Anger, you know, when we get angry, we actually easily harm someone. And that breaks our soul.
And how much should I meditate? Should we meditate every day? Is it daily practice or?
Yes. So the best is, even High Lamas explain that, to start just 5 minutes every day, 5 minutes. Don't do 1 hour every Saturday, Sunday, and then 1 month nothing. That's for nothing. But every day, even 1-2 minutes, even 1-2 minutes.
Mention that even if you're not able to be focused for half a second, it's normal.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question already answered. So if we are struggling to stay focused, it's totally normal and it takes time. Just trust the process.
Exactly, absolutely. And you have to know, every day is different. Every day, my condition, my body is different. Maybe I didn't sleep so well.
You're meditating for 30 years
Yes.
and you are a nun for 16 years.
Yes.
And still sometimes,
Yes.
oof, such a relief for me.
Yes. But sometimes, you know, it depends the conditions. You know, in daily life, really to develop a high level of concentration is not possible. But a certain level of concentration that you can become more calm and content with your soul, that's possible. But some days is more difficult. That's completely normal. And you don't beat you up. You just accept it.
Imagine someone having a very difficult moments right now. What do you want to tell to this person at this age?
Yes. So what is important for this person who goes through difficulties? Yes, look, we all go through difficult moments. Not all at the same time, but definitely we all face in our life, difficult moments. That's our life. As well as we face have beautiful moments. But definitely difficult moments are coming. Being sick or losing someone or whatever we face. That's normal. So, what is important? Try to accept it. Try to accept it. There's nothing wrong with you that you have now this difficult period. So this is very important, to accept it, not to beat us up. That makes it worse. And what was also helpful, think, okay, I am now in this difficult moment, but in this world, at this moment, there are also people in similar situations, experiencing similar difficult situations. You know, this a little bit opens up that you are not alone, and to feel not be alone is already relieving.
I was familiar with concentration meditation before, but you introduced to me the analytical meditation, which is very interesting. And I did my first analytical meditation on compassion. I really enjoy. Can you please explain a little about analytical meditation?
Yes, so analytical meditation. So you take a subject, a topic, like we have the precious in the book. You know, we are all units, and we take it so for granted. We even don't think 1 minute how precious that is. You know, I am alive, I am health, I have all these senses, I have intelligence, I can understand, I can read, I can learn, all that. I can use my wisdom. So how do I? So when I know about this, so it's important actually to read first about the topic, like precious universe, or compassion, or impermanence, that you know. And then you take this topic in the meditation. You contemplate slowly. You ask yourself, is it really true that I have a precious human rebirth? I don't feel that. I think my dog has such a comfortable life. He doesn't need to search for food. He just receives it. He doesn't need to work. He just can't sleep. I have to work. I have to do this. I have to. Can he learn another language? Can he learn about how to develop inequalities? I said, huh? No, a dog can't. Dog can't in the book. So you say, I have this color. I can learn. I have interests. What I would like to do. And things were, I have. Wow, actually have a page. Like that, you use the analytical meditation to analyze, to contemplate, to question. That's very important, to be critical. I have this. That means you have the capacity.
Thank you very much. And if you have 10 minutes every day in every school in the world, well, what would you do with these 10 minutes?
For the children.
Yes, for the students, all students.
For the students, so incredibly important to learn how to deal, how to transform our negative thoughts. That's the most important thing. It has nothing to do with any religion. It's just using our wisdom to see that anger only brings, harmful actions brings only suffering for the other person and for me. we don't realize that we are all connected.
Thank you very much. And it's time to ask some personal question because, to be honest, I'm really curious to know more about a daily life of a nun. But first of all, can you please tell us what happened and why you decided to become a nun 16 years ago?
Yes. So first of all, I met Buddhism 31 years ago. And maybe that's also important to say. I didn't want to become a Buddhist because I didn't want to go into a box. But somehow I realized Buddhism is very here, and I learned. And from Buddhism up to now, I realized I received tools to work with my mind. It has nothing to do with religion. And I always say that to people who ask me. So, but why did I decide to become a nun after 14 years practicing and also studying? Because I realized that our capacity to help others is really very dense. I really could see that our help is very, very, very limited. I mean, I was a nurse and could see how little we really have. And this is frustrating. We often, as doctors, they just put medicine and think they know what is best for the patients. I'm sure we do. It's so to see this gave me the courage. Okay, now I want to practice and really to develop my good goals.
So you've been nurse in Sweden. Yeah.
Yes.
You decided to live a life in good.
For life.
Yeah. And I remember once you said that you love skiing as someone who born in Swiss. Are you still able to go for ski or regular activities as nun, or no? It's impossible.
So as a nun, you actually give up these things. But somehow I gave it up already before. First of all, knee problems, then I couldn't go for skiing. And then later on, I didn't have any more desire to go for skiing. So fortunately, it slowly went. Yeah, I didn't have a desire, and I was happy that I did it. So with many things it happened like that. I was happy that I did it. I also played the saxophone. And I love music a lot. But then you have to decide, when I came back from India, met Buddhists, I have to decide, what do I do now? Do I use my time for training my saxophone 1 hour a day? Or do I use it for meditation? Because 2 hours a day, I couldn't manage. So then I decided for meditation.
And as you said, you feel much more happier than the.
Oh, yes. So also I have to say, it's good to know, before I met Buddhism, I was somehow kind of a depressed person. I mean, not that I need to go to psychiatry or I use medicine. No. Fortunately, I was so happy in playing music. I had actually a very nice time. But somehow, I was not really happy. And when I met Buddhism, I started to understand so much more about life.
And my last question. You train your mind for, let's say, 31 years. And if you want to share the most important thing that you learned, what it is?
Yes, again, I mean, the most important thing what I learned, what I say is that I received tools exactly how to deal with you know, and how to develop peace in life. How to, that peace is not coming from outside. It is really, you have to develop a contentment, a kind of, being content with whatever is. It's so simple as that. It's not easy, but this motivation, just to have this motivation in mind, it can change the world.
Thank you very much.
Here is your brain CEO blueprint from this episode. First, happiness becomes fragile when we need life to go exactly the way we expect. Second, meditation helps us a small gap between an emotion and our reaction. And the third, concentration is a skill. You train it through repetition. So here are 3 simple actions. Meditate for at least 5 minutes every day. When your mind gets distracted, notice it and gently come back to your breath. And the next time you feel annoyed, ask yourself, what am I expecting to be different right now? And remember this line from Ani Tsultrim: peace does not come from outside.